my name is Stan, my full name is Stanislav, and I come from Bulgaria. I'm 26 and I came to the Netherlands to study. I came here in the year 2020 to do my master's in international business, and I decided to do this after completing a bachelor in human resources in the UK, but I wanted to build up more on that experience, and then I decided to do international business here in Groningen. I found the job via an online platform where I saw that UE is looking for an HR coordinator, and I was very interested in it for two main reasons. The first one is that it was based here in Groningen, and I really wanted to stay and continue living here because I really liked the life here. And the second one was that it was as an HR coordinator, and I really wanted to continue my growth within HR. So I applied at UE. Then I was informed that the position at first is full-time, and at that point in time I was still doing my master's. So I asked if it's possible to start as a part-timer and then move into full-time, and I'm happy to say that UE were very keen on doing that. And long story short, I started part-time, and a year and a half later I'm still working here full-time. Basically what I'm doing is leading a few projects within HR from A to B. One of the projects that I do is secondary benefits and role profiles and generic onboarding. What I do is trying to delegate with stakeholders how to get the project from A to B. I really like what I do because it's challenging. Working with people is not easy, and also working with people is always different. When you meet different people, when you speak to different people, every time it's a different experience. And also working with projects is something that is always different as well, because once you finish one project, another one comes along. And that one is almost never the same as the one before. And there's always little things that you need to polish. So sometimes it is a little bit challenging if you're a perfectionist, but I would say challenging is good. Moving to a new country is not easy. And as an expat, I had to experience that 2 times so far, ever since I left my home country, Bulgaria. But I would say the Netherlands is a very welcoming country, and especially here in the north, people are very relaxed and very welcoming, and this is something that very well attracted me. And because I've moved before from my hometown to another place, I knew more or less what I need to do, and the fact that I was 22 and single also made it easier. The only thing I needed to do was to find a place to live and find some friends. And in order to do that, I joined a volleyball association, because joining a sport or some sort of an activity where people share the same interests, it's a great way to find your people. And the second thing was I was a little bit more active in the master's community of my study. So being a student is a little bit of a step before really moving into a new country, and that really helped. So that's what created my circle here in the north of the Netherlands. And what attracts me to stay is the fact that people here are more relaxed, people here are very welcoming, and it's cozy, as Dutch people call it, gezellig. I really like the fact that here people don't put too much pressure on things, they just live their life and try to enjoy it as well. And I feel like in the Randstad, where is the busy part of the country, where is the heart of the country, things are a little bit more stressful. And I don't think that stress is something that I was looking for, so I decided to stay here in Groningen. I love playing volleyball. That's also one of the reasons why I joined the Volleyball Association, but also cycling. I used to do professional mountain biking, and when I came to the Netherlands and I saw that there's no mountains, I was a little bit bummed, but everyone knows that. But I decided to do road cycling. And because Groningen is a little bit more north compared to everything in the Netherlands, it's quite easy to pick up your bicycle and just go anywhere with it. So I really love cycling. When the weather is nice, just go on my bike to 50 or 60 kilometers. It's a very pleasant thing. In Groningen there is a housing crisis. Finding a place is very difficult. So I would recommend to people, when people are coming in, create your networks, check up with your networks and to see how things will go. I was lucky enough to have a friend of mine who was living here, so I could use that connection. So I would recommend to anyone coming here, check your connections, longer, closer friends, whoever, that makes it much easier. Try to be a little bit more social. This is something that people don't talk about as being part of an expat. Being an expat is really trying to integrate into a new society. It's not only about the perks of working abroad, it's also about going out of your shell, going the extra mile to meet new people. So I would recommend create a network. I would recommend make more friendships, join associations, join communities and clubs, and that can really help you. Because I was lucky enough with my friends. I was just in a very nice environment. And then with Yui, I was lucky enough that Yui was happy to accommodate my necessities. I would say Groningen is a very underrated area of the world. Groningen is a very lovely bubble because everyone here is very nice. It's a very welcoming society, and if you're looking for a new place you would like to move to, I would say Groningen is the place.